Hey best friends, I'm Claire.
And I'm Yana.
Welcome to
My Best Friend's Book Club. My Best Friend Book Club, Book Club, ASMR Book Club.
Alright friends, we are working our way through
The Devil's Book.
which is called
Just for the Summer.
Very
And I
good.
really wish that it was called Just for this one episode instead, because good Lord, I'm struggling. Oh lordy. God save us all. Jesus, take the wheel.
One PSA, I've noticed we've had some new folks, and if you want, obviously do what you want, but I would say the best experience with our pod would be to start at episode 1, season 1 of whatever book you're on. We've read Bright Young Women, Sunburned, and now we're on Just for the Summer. But, you know, if you want to start in the middle of it, that's on you. And
Yeah, I
hope
mean,
that,
live your life, but we're trying to say live it right.
I hope it makes sense. But, you know, also if you're just here for vibes, that's great too. So just a PSA if you want to do it. So last week we started Just for the Summer.
And it's been just for the biggest headache I've ever had in my whole life.
Like we said, we don't typically read romance. I think,
And we never will again.
We came in really hot on episode 1, and I'm honestly, I don't know about Yana, but I'm going to try very hard to have an open mind through this.
I feel no remorse.
I've had thoughts thereafter. I'm open to this experience and I'm trying my best. I know I've probably pissed people off, and I will. And I'm just sorry in advance.
You know, I'm mostly dead inside after this, but at the same time, these last 50-ish pages were slightly better.
They were yes.
Like,
I was like, okay.
don't make it out to seem like I'm like obsessed with this book. I'm gonna get posters for my room.
I'm just speaking for myself.
Yeah, it was slightly better and easier to get through without me wanting to pull out all of my hair.
Yeah, the first 50 pages were pretty rough. We have no choice but to buy into the experience of this book. And so like once you just kind of have to settle with that, it's like, okay, let's do this. However, it was a tricky 48 first pages. But
Oh my God, it was only 48 pages.
it was only 48 pages.
Good Lord, it felt like 480.
Yep, but we're going to do our best. And like I said, we are firm believers that book clubs are for exploring new genres and stories. And so we are a real book club, and that's what we're going to do.
No matter how upset it makes you, no matter how much you wish it could all be. This is the first time I was like, I'm going to quit this podcast.
This was the first time I was like, maybe we pick a different book.
Maybe I get a new friend.
But like Yana said, I will say I think these next set of 50 pages were a little bit better. So
yeah. The first 40 whatever friggin' pages felt to me
like torture.
Yes. I also just forgot what I was about to say. Oh, back in the day when we had AOL Instant Messenger.
Yeah.
You know, I'm dating myself a little bit. I'm very old. But there were a few times where I was like chatting all up on there with boys like I really, really liked. And I was like, I'm going to print these conversations out because I want to remember our love story forever.
You really did that?
I really did. Max, you know where you are.
Whoa. I hope Max knows where
I
he
hope
is.
Max is listening. But I printed out so many of those and I made like a whole like AOL scrapbook.
Oh, wow.
I know.
That's very romantic of you.
Yeah, because it's like, I'm going to show our children.
One
I'm
day.
going to show our kids the love story. This is going to be on a slideshow at our wedding. But here we are.
I guess that could be kind of
I don't
cute.
even know where Max is. Max, call me. Call me.
All the Maxes.
Max, I think you still have my number. But anyway, the point is, the first 48 or whatever pages that we read felt to me like I opened that scrapbook and I just read our conversation, the printed out conversation. Like that is exactly what it felt like to me. Just AOL instant messaging.
This is feeling a little YA. Nothing against it, right? I still read.
What's Y8? Like Y infinity?
Young adult?
Oh, YA. I thought you said Y8. And I was like, why 8 what?
My like accent.
Why not 7?
I'm sure you've already picked up on it, listener, but I have like this A and O thing with my Italian heritage.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I do my best to enunciate, but it doesn't always work out.
That makes
Young
sense.
adult.
I
yeah.
thought we were thinking the number 8.
No, I don't actually know if this is YA, but it's giving that energy.
It's giving YA.
But maybe it'll pick up. But like I said, nothing wrong with YA. I still read YA books. So.
But like if the next 50 pages is also going to be just like a little bit better, that's also fine with me. Like maybe it's a very like slow progressive.
Burn.
Yes.
And I'm not going to lie. Sometimes, like I do read the romantic-y smut and I'm like, oh, that's romantic. I like it. So we'll see what happens.
Whatever. I'm here for it, but I'm not happy about it.
It's all
Frickin'
part of
Abby.
the book club experience. It has very good ratings also. So.
Yeah, but like by who? The YAs of the world.
The New York Times. Okay, so we'll do a short recap of what we read last week just to ground us back in the story, especially if you're not reading along. This podcast is for those who don't read either, and we can just summarize for you so you can say you read the book. We'll recap, we'll go into summary, and then into discussion. I don't know about y'all now, but I personally am going to try not to rip so hard because I really let it go last time, and I didn't intend to, but it happened.
I'd really rather people not expect that from me.
Okay, so last week, here's what happened.
Hate it already.
Emma and her best friend, Maddie.
Honestly, I just want to take my headphones off and not listen.
Stop. Stop the podcast. She literally took her headphones off.
I hate it here.
I thought she was joking.
Nope, took them off. Oh, it's so quiet out here. Sorry.
So they're traveling nurses, and during lunch, they find a, quote, "Am I an asshole?" post on Reddit. And it's from a guy named Justin. And he's asking if he's the asshole for naming his new, obscurely looking dog after his roommate / best friend, Brad? Is that his name?
Yep.
Okay,
Brad
I kept
the dog
saying
and Brad the
Brian,
roommate.
and I don't know why. Okay.
That's
Bright Young Women. Okay. Brad. This bitch is Brad.
This bitch is Brad.
He's Brad. And he's stiffed Justin on rent because he's moving out to live with his girlfriend who was dating Justin, but Justin is known as a, quote, dating good luck charm. So this is like a good luck Chuck situation where, if you're not familiar with that, it's basically you date this person, you were just, quote, destined to break up. And then once you do, you immediately meet your, quote, one, because this person is a good luck charm. So it's some voodoo stuff. Actually, it's offensive to voodoo. I take it back.
If you haven't watched the movie Good Luck Chuck, though, you should. It's really cute.
Okay, so
I think.
we like some romance sometimes.
Yeah.
And major surprise, Emma is also a dating good luck
I couldn't
charm.
write it better myself,
This
Abby.
is crazy. So the two of them, Emma and Maddie, they're bored at lunch and they
I'm bored at
decide
lunch.
to respond to his Reddit post and then skip ahead a lot, but obviously Emma and Justin hit it off over messaging. They exchanged numbers. They moved to texting, to voice and video calls. But Justin lives in Minnesota and Emma, well, she's a traveling nurse. It's going to be really hard for these two to meet up.
I bet they're going to find a way, though, Claire.
I bet you're right. So Justin's best friend, Brad,
Not the dog.
he has a very serious conversation with him about dating Emma because, we need to work really hard to, quote, break this dating curse. So, since both of them are good luck charms, maybe if they date each other, it'll cancel the curse out and the next person they meet will be their one, which is really important in this book. So, Justin, he pitches this to Emma and lo and behold, she agrees. She thinks it's a great idea to give it a shot. So a bit about these two as individuals that I don't know if it's important, but let's just call it out. Justin's mom, she's going to prison soon.
Sorry.
And
Respectfully.
he's gonna sorry.
Sorry.
He's gonna have to move back into the house
How unfortunate.
and take care of his 3 siblings. And Emma, she has a troubled relationship with her mom, and she currently doesn't know where she is. Growing up, Maddie's parents took her in, so she kind of sees Maddie as not just a best friend, but a sister.
They were like her foster parents.
Yeah, but she struggles to see Maddie's parents as her family, but she loves them deeply regardless. So that's basically what happened at the start of the book. And so we'll get into the next set of 50-ish pages. Unless Yana has anything she wants to add.
I think we've all heard enough from me. I don't want to be any more offensive.
Okay, so then for this week, this is a summary of the 50-ish pages we read. So Emma asks Maddie if instead of going to Hawaii, why would you want to go to Hawaii? They can go to Minnesota just for the summer, the title of the book. So this means that it's actually a shorter gig. It's 6 weeks instead of their typical 3 months, and it's very convenient, and it's just the name of the book, so I felt like I had to say it. So after some convincing and mostly trudging up the past, a little bit of, like making Maddie feel bad, Maddie agrees, okay, they will go to Minnesota, and the condition is that she gets to pick the next 2 locations they go to in a row. So then Emma and Justin, they keep chatting, you know.
Thank God. I really wished that they would keep chatting.
And Emma decides that she's going to surprise him, and she's just going to show up to Minnesota.
This is exactly what it's like in real life.
She's not going to tell him. She's just going to surprise him.
If a man did that, that'd be so scary.
So he thinks she's still going to Hawaii. So then Emma finds her and Maddie a historic cottage on an island on Lake Minnetonka. And why are you laughing?
I can't. It's just also stupid.
Okay. So the 2 of them, they have to use an old boat to get to and from this little island. I don't know if that's important. It feels like it's gonna be at some point.
I feel like the boat's gonna break down.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gonna be things. They've already. We'll later talk about how they already almost hit the dock.
Yeah, I'm just gonna clock it because I feel
because the boat's gonna clock the dock.
Okay.
So,
while getting to the boat, Emma sees a bench, and it has the Toilet King. And this is the same ad that's outside of James's apartment. So she has Maddie take a picture of her, and she sends it to Justin. And this reveals that she is in Minnesota, and she did not go to Hawaii. So Justin immediately calls her, and he immediately asks her to go on a date that night. And of course, Emma agrees, because why not? This is why we're here, right?
I wish I wasn't here.
So then, once the gals get on their island and in the cottage, Emma receives a phone call from her mom, Amber, and her mom tells her she's taking a job as a cart girl. That's her quote. I'm not calling her girl. She's calling herself a girl. On a golf course, and that she went to visit their old house, and she found Emma's old favorite plushie toy named Stuffy. And And she wants Emma's address so she can ship Stuffy to her. So I feel like insane. Okay. You know what? I do like this moment. Amber.
We are not high, but it feels like I'm high.
Amber also says, God, J-named men are the worst. And I just needed to say that because in my experience, it's been true.
I also believe men
I was
named
like,
A to Z are also really terrible.
True romance people over here.
God.
So then Emma gives her, the mom, her Minnesota address. And then suddenly Emma remembers that her mom grew up in Minnesota. She forgot.
This is the worst day of my whole life.
I don't know, listener, if you forget where your mom grew up, but I don't know.
Yeah, but then how do you answer all your security questions?
funny. So then
I physically feel like I'm dying.
I'm sorry. Okay, we're almost there. I'm sorry.
Are we?
Yeah, I think.
It's the longest book I've ever read.
So then, it's unfortunate it's the longest book we're reading right now. So then Amber gets her address and she gives Emma her phone number. And then shortly after, Maddie gives Emma a DNA test.
So dumb. I'm so sorry.
And the two, like, kind of get into it. And apparently, Emma doesn't know who her dad is. And she doesn't want her DNA to ping him. You know, if you've already done the test, it will tell you. And this will, quote, ruin his life if he finds out he has a daughter. So then Maddie convinces Emma to do the test, and Emma agrees under conditions that I'm not going to list out. And then
Jesus loves me. Yes, I know.
Okay, then Emma receives an e-invite from for a date with Justin, and it includes a questionnaire on her dating preferences. So it's like food preferences and activity and fanciness level. And okay, I'm fine.
No, I literally feel like I'm dying.
Maddie
This has to be what it's like to see the light. I think I get it now.
So Maddie has to get Emma to the dock to meet Justin, and she needs to do this because she may need the boat, and you know, like, she can't just be stranded on the island, so she's going to drop her off.
They are a one boat, one car family.
I don't know if this is important, but
nothing is important.
Maddie has a hard time docking the boat, and I think this just might become something, but I have no idea. I'm just clocking it for us here. So I think more importantly, once they pull up to Justin, he says, I gave Maddie a wave over Emma's shoulder, and the woman's smile vanished. Then she dragged a finger across her neck in the universal sign for, I'll kill you.
I hope she does.
I feel like Maddie's kind of relatable. I have that as a discussion point.
Okay, whatever.
So then Justin takes Emma to visit kittens at his friend's
Oh my God, I
girlfriend's
can't.
house.
I literally can't. I can't.
In parentheses, I put barf.
Yeah, no, I can feel dinner coming up, and it's
Not
been
that
like
I don't
6
like
hours.
kittens. It's just like a lot. It's just like very
You couldn't make it any
expected.
more ridiculous. Sorry,
then-
Abby. Respectfully.
Then they're off to get lunch. And during the drive, Emma tells Justin that Maddie has sufficiently stalked him, and she knows a lot about him already. So
If you
he's like,
listen to our previous season of Sunburned, it's giving Audrey.
It's giving Audrey.
Tell him everything you already know.
So she also reveals some of her troubled relationship with her mom. And once they get to the pizza joint, Emma quickly identifies a confused woman on a bench. And she goes to help her because she's a nurse, right? And she's a damn hero. And Justin gets to see that in action firsthand. So that's romantic. Then this moment ends with a woman comes, she gets this person Emma is helping, and in this moment, Emma looks off and she sees a woman waving at her, and it's her mom on a yacht.
Stirring up trouble.
And that is where we ended for this set of 50 pages. So riveting, romantic pages. Now I do have some discussion points, but I want to hear from the ever optimist Yana first. If you have anything positive to say.
I don't have anything positive.
Ever optimist.
But literally, I only wrote one sentence down
Okay.
in my discussion points. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I wrote down is may this kind of love never find me.
It won't, because it's like cursed love.
That's it. Anyway, good night.
Okay.
And just like that, keep on reading.
It's weird because I don't know if I just get myself worked up about some of these pages, but I end up having a lot of things I want to talk about. I don't know if it's because I feel like it's so outlandish or what, but I have some things, okay?
I had something that bugged me. Shocking.
That's shocking.
Now, what really bugged me is all of a sudden, Emma became this, like, philosopher. I just felt like she has so many, like, let me teach you about life quotes quotes. It was like every other page, she was like, let me teach Brad, or not Brad, what's his name? Justin, let me teach Justin how to live his life.
Okay, if we're gonna jump here,
I think we should jump.
I'll just say the quote for you. She says, "Why not forgive? In a world where you can choose anger or empathy, always choose empathy."
I can't, Claire. I can't.
I know. I will say, this is why I'm like, is this a YA book? I remember where I had a really good friend and I was younger and he sat me down and he was like, Claire, it's all about perspective, how you choose to frame things. And it sounded so simple, but I was like, he's right. It is how I'm about to choose to frame this. But I feel like it's kind of goofy in this book, but you know what? We're only like 100 pages in. And like I said, I'm open to the experience. So I'm going to take that like genuinely.
Okay, we've all learned about cup half full and cup half empty.
If I had to try to relate to this book, I feel like Maddie is pretty relatable for me. I have 2 quotes from her that I think you probably related to as well. So when Emma is trying to convince her to go to Minnesota, also I love Minnesota. Let me be really clear about that.
I've never been. That's not the part I hate about.
Anyway, Maddie says, don't sit here and pretend like this isn't 100% about a guy. Have him fly to Hawaii to see if it works.
That stuck out to me.
We do not go out of our way for men. We do not inconvenience ourselves for men. We do not change our well laid out plans for men.
Preach, Maddie.
And then when Justin notes her doing the like, I'll kill you with her finger, I was like, Maddie might be the only person in this book that understands me right now. And maybe there's just a little piece of something for everyone in this Just for Summer. And right now it's Maddie for me. So thanks for that, Abby. This is like a good
we talk about this all the
progressive
time.
Woman moment.
You and I always chat about that kind of thing. Hoes before bros.
In the last episode, I was like, why does she have to go there? Why can't he go to Hawaii?
Chicks before dicks. Yeah.
All that stuff, women. Let's do it. I do want to call out another, like, detached from reality moment. Emma says, okay, so I know how this is going to sound, but if Justin and I date for a month, then break up, in theory, I put my finger in quotes, the next guy I meet will be the one. I'm still having a hard time with this, the one
I know.
thing. Do you believe in the one?
No.
Or like soulmates, I guess?
No, I believe in the one for right now. Bye.
And so some people just stay with their one
Some
for
people-
right now forever, but like more than 50%
Some people
divorce.
are not here for a long time, they're here for a good time.
Statistically.
And then when the bad time starts, they leave. Some people are like, hey, this is just like my 10%.
I was thinking about this actually when we kind of really ripped on the first pages. I was like thinking about how I read my romantasy smut and how it's kind of like escapism. It's so detached from reality that that's one of the reasons why I enjoy it. And so I thought maybe that's where these romance books fall, is it just doesn't have fantasy and, you know, not always smut. And honestly, people who love romance, I would love to hear from you. Is that the driving force behind the love for these romance books? Because I was like, man, am I just taking this way too literally?
No.
You know, like maybe this is just normal. Like, oh, there's a curse and we must break it. And it's like, yes, this is what happens. But maybe it's like good escapism. I don't know. I'm just like, someone tell me, because I feel like maybe I'm taking it too literally.
I mean, literally, reality is awful, but this is worse.
That's funny. Okay. I'd love to hear your thoughts, people who are obsessed with romance.
If you also love this book, please tell us why. But
no spoilers, okay? Because we're still on the journey
No,
here,
we are on the journey alongside all of you. We really do read only 50-ish pages at a time. We're not liars. But like, if you're like, so far, I've read these 100-ish pages and I'm like, hell yeah, this is my favorite book in the whole wide world, please tell us why.
She had this one line too that I thought was funny, where she was talking about how you meet someone and this is the topic of dating. Everything about them is perfect except for the way they smell. They say they don't smell bad or anything. They just don't smell attractive. Have you experienced such?
I guess in my experiences, I've either had guys who smell just so awful that you're like, bye. And then you have the guys who you like just really, really like, and then you just love their scent.
Ew.
You laughed.
I don't know if I've ever felt that way where I was like,
you know
oh
what?
my God, I
Cut.
love the way
I don't
he
want
smells.
anyone to know. Mom, shut it off. Shut it off.
I've had times where like
My
a
brother
guy,
listens to this, maybe.
No, he doesn't.
I don't know. He's young.
Where a guy puts on really nice cologne and I'm like, oh, he smells lovely. But I've also had it happen at work where I'm in the elevator with some guy who I'm not physically attracted to, but he smells nice. And I'm like, oh, good job, sir.
I don't like cologne.
I don't really like it that much either, but sometimes
Like,
if
I'm an
it's, like, the
unscented
right
candle
smell,
girly.
I'm like, all right, sir, good for you.
No, I want the smell of their, like,
I was trying to
scent.
think back on like any dates I've gone on where I was like, oh, he smells attractive.
I've never really thought about it that way. I've either just been like, hey, I like this man, or hey, this dude stinks figuratively and literally.
Yeah, they're talking about like pheromones, like true pheromones. Okay, I'm sorry. I just thought it was maybe a fun thing to I'm trying, okay?
You are really trying. I'm over here like, good
I
night.
I genuinely want to know this, okay? Did you like Justin's pre-date questionnaire? Like, if that happened to you, I took screenshots if you need a reminder of what they were.
I remember.
Would you be like, okay, I like that, that's fun? Or would you be like, I hate you? Or would you be like, whatever, I'm indifferent?
Okay, if I was me right now, I'd hate it.
You are you right now.
Well, it's not a great place to be. I would say based on the like cuteness right now that's happening between Emma and Justin and like, you know, past like flirty getting to know you, just like, you know, kind of love bombing that I've been in before, I'd be into it, I think. I'd be like, this is cute. And this also gives me the opportunity to be like, this is what I want to do. And I get some choice in it, kind of, rather than being like, I don't know, like, what do you want to eat? Or like, I don't know, what do you want to do?
Where's the question about like who's paying? I feel like that's always the worst part of a date, right?
What's
It's
he
like,
going to put on the
who's paying?
questionnaire? Who's going to pay, you or me?
Would you like me to pay for dinner, yes or no, or go Dutch?
Duh. Oh.
Some people really want to go Dutch. I don't know.
I mean, I
It was
don't
supposed
mind.
to be kind of a joke, but I guess it ended up being serious.
I don't mind going Dutch. But I would rather him pay. I like to do the whole thing of like, you paid for the first date, let me get the second kind of thing. That's what I like to do.
Yeah, I'm into that. I
just hate the whole like nickel and dime thing.
Oh, I hate that. Just don't do that, gentlemen of this world, women of this world. Just don't. It's
Just
really
don't.
gross.
No, I really don't like it. That's why I'm like, I would rather to avoid that situation. Let me just get this one, you get the next one. Like, that's what I'd rather do.
I did like his question about fanciness and
Yes.
and greeting.
That one I thought was very
like,
important.
Respectful.
How many times have you gone on a date being like, do I hug? Do I shake hands? Do I...
I just hug people.
Oh, ew.
It's in my nature.
I'm just, well, no, I mean, I hug them too, but I spend the whole time just panicked that, like,
You weren't
maybe I should
supposed to
shake
hug
their
them.
hand.
That's weird.
Like, welcome to our
On a
business
date?
meeting.
So I feel like in your world, the pre-date questionnaire
It was kind of cute.
could be kind of cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't hate it as much as I... Of all the things happening so far in this story, this is the least of my...
questionnaire.
this is the least of my concerns.
Okay.
It was kind of cute. It was a little cutesy. It's one of those things that now that I'm, super bitter, I'd be like, ew, get away from me. And I'd like get the ick. But if I was old Yana, I'd be like, well, that's the cutest little thing ever. And I just want to pinch his cheeks and fall in love.
I think my personality is just, I don't really want
I know.
that. I feel like it's a task. And
You just don't want to do your homework? on
yeah,
a date?
like, I'm not asking anyone to read my mind. Like, we can figure out what we're going to do together. But it feels like, before you go kayaking or something and they're like, sign this waiver and answer these questions. Like, I don't want to. I just want to go kayaking. That's kind of how it made me feel. I think also I'm very like true crime person. If a guy sent me an e-invite, I would be like, That's weird. I don't know. It would make me feel really weird. And maybe he's being disingenuous or...
Based on everything I've heard so far with like this and our conversations in the past, I feel like maybe you need to take a little break from true crime.
I love true crime.
I do too, but
I'm
like
learning
it's
so much.
I know, but I've learned how to hide a body. You've learned to fear everyone.
But I know how to fight back.
Okay, but you don't trust anyone anymore.
I don't.
No,
except for you.
Well, you shouldn't. Bye.
Anyway, but I think it's interesting, different types of women, right? Like, you are like, hey, I could get into this. And I think me as like a person, I'm just like, it's fine.
What if they made it into like a video game?
Ew. That's so
it's
much
a little
work.
worse. Yeah, no,
It's like, I don't like someone putting forth just all this effort when we just really don't know each other.
Yeah, but they're like love bombing each other.
I don't want that.
I know. I don't want it either anymore, but I used to love it.
Like, especially the way the world is. Like, I think we all know what the fuck is going on. Let's just meet up. Let's see if we click. Let's have conversation.
Let's ghost each other after.
I'm not a grand gestures person early on.
Is it your love language in general? No.
I'm like a quality time and acts of service. Yeah.
And I'm acts of service and I think I'm physical touch.
Oh.
No, physical touch. But no. It's not like physical.
No, that's actually my third, though. I do like to like hold hands and stuff.
Yeah, but I like their physical touch. Like I like when the guy puts his hand on my back. Or does like the forehead kiss. Sucker for forehead kisses. But otherwise, like, so what I would want is acts of service and physical touch. And I think what I give is acts of service and words of affirmation, maybe a little bit in a relationship for me.
Words of affirmation?
I give, yeah. I'm a giver.
I am the worst at words of affirmation. Every guy I've ever dated who tells me, like, hey, this is my love language, I'm like, listen, I'm going to do my best, but I'm really bad at it. Many men have been like...
Many men, listeners, so many. You should see the line out the door right now.
They were like, I really would like it if you would say you're excited to see me or you like my outfit. And I'm like, oh God, I am excited to see you. And I do like your outfit. I don't express myself in that way. Yeah. And so I feel like I'm really not meant for them.
But again, it's like a before and current thing. Like I wouldn't say that's my love language now. Because I'm like, I'll never tell you I like you. We'll be married for
I hate you.
Yeah, we could be married for like 30 years and you're still doubting whether or not I'm into this. That's my goal now.
Honestly, acts of service.
Sorry, babe, out there.
I fucking hate getting my oil changed, and if a man goes and gets my oil changed...
I'll get your oil changed, girl.
I'll marry you. Like, okay. I don't even care. I hate it so much.
Why? You don't even have to do the work. You just have to drive it.
I hate, like, going there and, like, waiting for my car to be done.
Okay, so how about this? I will take your car in for oil changes. You clean my bathtub.
Ugh, I love to clean a bathtub.
I hate cleaning a bathtub. I don't mind an oil change.
Okay, deal.
Okay, love you.
Love you too.
Okay,
next topic.
That, keep on reading.
Okay, there's this part, this DNA test bullshit. I said Maddie's the one I relate to, I guess, in this book. I kind of didn't like how she cornered her and was like, here's the DNA test. It's a gift. It's like a hidden bomb.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say that?
It's very, like, personal to be forcing someone into.
Yeah, it's like a very personal
also, this day and age,
matter.
they, like, sell your data, so.
Yeah, dude, I don't do those DNA tests.
Well, I already am in the system, and the Jewish data has already been stolen.
But Maddie says, and don't you think he has a right to know? Emma's dad. I just felt weird about that. Like, who? Yeah. I don't know, girl. If you want to know who her dad is, first off, she shouldn't be pressured to find out who her dad is if she wants her, if she doesn't.
I just feel like Maddie, like, really wants her to just be her sister and, like, forget she has this mom.
But then why the DNA test?
Well, I don't know. I feel like she's really trying to separate her from her mom.
Yeah, she's really mean about her mom, honestly. And I get the protectiveness of it, but I'm just
also, like, back off.
Yeah. And then this whole dad thing, and, Emma's like, I don't want to ruin his life. And I'm like, girl, what do you want?
Yeah, I don't care about that piece. I don't really care about you ruining his life. I care more of, like, it's her choice if she wants to find him or not.
Yeah, right. And, like, she should be able to do that
I do agree with Maddie of like, you put your information into these systems and you know the risk you're taking. Like someone could find you and be like, hey, 50%, I'm you. I might have a kid out there. So I really don't think his feelings really have anything to do with this.
If he did the test, he obviously knows the risk.
Absolutely. He could find 20 kids in there. Whoa. But, daddy. But I do feel like Maddie doesn't have the right, regardless of whether they were true sisters or steps, like whatever they are. I just don't feel like Maddie has the right to tell Emma when she is or is not ready to find out that information.
I just also need to put this quote out there. This was like super A Walk to Remember, if anyone remembers that movie with what's her name?
What's her name? Mandy Moore.
Yeah.
And something from Nicholas Sparks.
Before he takes her into the house to see the kittens, he says, now remember, no matter what's behind the door, don't fall in love with me. Yeah. That's not what we're doing here.
It's very Walk to
Remember. And it was so like, I can't remember why. I haven't seen the movie in forever, but I remember them by the lockers and her being like, one condition, you can't fall in love with me. And he's like the popular boy. And
she's like, the kid that always gets made fun of.
And he's like, okay, like, that's not gonna happen. And then obviously.
Sorry, can you say that again? I didn't catch it. Sorry, one more time.
He's like, obviously, that's not gonna happen.
Yes, okay, I heard it this time. Okay,
and then she's just like, okay, and she's all cocky and like hella sweet girl. And then by the end, she
died.
Spoiler alert.
Well, the whole thing, right, was she didn't want him to fall in love because she's dying of cancer.
Like, come on, Abby, let's not rip on freaking A Walk to Remember. We all know that movie.
I know.
I don't know. There's probably Gen Zers out there like, what the fuck are you talking about? God. Anyway, that's not important. It just made me laugh.
This is like the worst world I've ever lived in.
Okay, last thing, okay?
Please, what's your food rating?
I thought Emma's perspective on her mom was kind of interesting. She tells Justin about how there's this time where she was growing up and her mom just didn't come home.
Oh, I know. It was like neglect was the reason she went to foster care.
Like neglect.
Fully neglect. Like her mom disappeared at days, weeks at a time.
And she talked about being hungry.
She left $20 for her one time and then was gone for weeks.
Like 2 weeks, yeah. And then she like snuck into the neighbor's house or something and got
pulled
food.
Carrots out of their garden.
Oh, yeah. Then that's why she hates carrots. Oh, look at you remembering. I forgot
read
that.
It this morning, girl.
But she says, but she loves me. And I never doubted that for a second, no matter what she did. And I was like, I don't know. Again, I think I'm taking this book too literally. And this is supposed to be like escapism. But I'm just like, Emma, I don't know. If someone treats you that way, it's probably not great. I'm not sure that's love. I don't know. Is it? Am I thinking?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's hard for me to say, right? Because like I'm not a single mom. At the same time, I think there's lots of single moms who are not leaving their kids for weeks at a time with $20.
And with like out food.
Yeah.
That feels...
She talked about how she was like, it was scary right during the summers, but at least during the rest of the year, she could go to school and like save some of her lunch so she could have dinner. But I don't know. I mean, there's probably, it feels like a very deep thing to talk about when we're like just suffering through just for the summer. But... You know, I don't know, like how hard must it be for a kid to, and I say kid even though at this point she's an adult, but for the child of someone to make peace with the fact that their parent was abandoning them. I feel like it's just natural for the person to be like, well, they still loved me. Like, this is just what they had to do.
Yeah.
It's so much harder, it feels like, to say, my mom abandoned me.
Well, and she does talk about her mom having true mental issues. And that's real, right? Where, like, you're struggling with something and you're not putting your best foot forward because, you know, you're struggling with this thing. But I don't know. I guess as I was reading it, there was a couple moments, like even the life perspective thing that you ripped on. I was like, all right, a little bit of serious topic here, which was nice to have sprinkled throughout. I'm trying to be positive.
It's really annoying. Makes me want to leave.
Emma also says, sometimes the best way to show love or be kind to someone is to meet them where they are.
There's so much wisdom that
Emma's so smart.
I feel like I just learned so much about the right way to be as a positive person in these last 50-ish pages. I just feel like I'm wiser, smarter, better, stronger.
Okay, we just read Sunburned, a novel by Catherine Wood. Is this any different from like all of the love and convenience that Laurent offered?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think so.
I don't like this curse thing and how
I
we're
know,
all
it's
just
so
pretending
dumb.
it's real. Like, we have to break the curse. And I don't know. If you're a good luck charm, will you tell us
And
if it's
call
real?
us and also email us at MyBF Book
Am I
Club.
the asshole? Because
And maybe
I don't
we
think
meet
it's
up for a
real?
date or two.
Yeah. Anyway, so Yana, I know you're loving this romance.
It's my favorite.
Book.
It's my favorite book.
What's your food rating for these 50 pages?
Let's see. Last week it was cauliflower because I hated it. What's another food I hate?
Beets.
Yes, my food
Love
rating. We'll get to you in a second. My food rating
don't.
for this week is beets because I hate them.
You really picked it. Okay.
Yep. Because they stain everything, and this book is staining my will to live. Claire, what's your food rating?
I would say it's like after you've had a full meal and they bring one of those little chocolate mints to the table for you to have like a little palate cleanser, and you're just like, whatever, thanks. It's like one of those little mints at a restaurant. So, we're doing our best through this book. Please send your words of encouragement.
Or like send us wine or something.
You can DM us on our socials. You can send us any book notes or thoughts at our Gmail.
mybfbookclub@gmail.com. Also Prozac, maybe sponsor.
Hit that follow and that 5-star like it's...
The next person you date after the good luck charm.
There you go. And please share us with someone you think will enjoy the podcast. We're still trying to grow and start little book clubs, read along with us, whatever works for you. So, and if you don't, that's fine. We'll continue to summarize. If nothing else, dear friends, remember.
Keep on reading. Did it? Make it stop, please. God, dear God, Jesus, take the wheel.
Amen.